Welcome everybody to the lunch hour from KUAF, presented to you by Georgia's Majestic Happy Hour. I have with me Kemar from Island Vibes and Avian Aaliyah, and we're excited to talk to them today. Let's see, where should we start? Man, I guess I'll start with you because I'm curious how Island Vibes started, how it came to be. You're like 27, you said? 27.
27.
And it just opened up in May, right?
Yes.
And so I'm curious, tell me how it came to be, how it started.
So it's a process that goes back to when I was in college. I've always wanted to own a restaurant, and at the time I didn't have the amount of capital that it takes to start one. So after I signed a contract with Adidas, professional contract for running, I gained financial stability, and I was like, well, it's better to start off small than start off large. So I just saved up and came up with a plan, and Island Vibes was created.
Where did those recipes come from? Because you got and talk about your menu a little bit. Like you have the traditional favorites like jerk chicken, like oxtail, different things like that. So talk about the traditional favorites while also incorporating your own things into that.
So first of all, the menu is my mom's, Sylvia Williams. She is a chef. She owned her own restaurant in Jamaica. So I'm really really happy that I was able to open a restaurant and have her being the backbone of it. As far as the recipes, it's all authentic, Jamaican seasonings, all that good stuff. Our menu is really, really broad, from jerk chicken, oxtail. We even incorporate some Americanized items like mac and cheese, but it's done in the traditional Jamaican style. So, it's
I gotta try that next time. I gotta try that.
For sure.
It's got this very and hearing the recipes are from your mom's, it's got this very homey feel to it, right? Like this very authentic, you're kind of just welcoming us into your kitchen, you know what I mean? And we get to eat with you.
Yeah, that was the main goal, to bring Jamaica to Arkansas.
That's real.
That was the only goal that I had in mind, and I think that's what's happening right now.
Definitely. And then I feel a similar thing with you as well, and the way you talk about Lake Village in Southeast Arkansas, it's got this sense of nah, I want to bring y'all into my world and where I'm from and show y'all. Talk about that a little bit for me.
So I feel like you can't represent something that you don't know very well. So I want to represent where I'm from. I could have easily pretended like I was from a bigger city or a more well-known place, but where's the respect and integrity in that? So I am from Southeast Arkansas. I guess you could say my music portrays how we get down there. And
what is something that's unique to Lake Village that you want the world to know that yo, this is who we are?
Man, there are so many people that I grew up with. We just have a certain type of grit. When you come from a place where there are not a lot of resources and where there aren't a lot of eyes on you, if you want to do something like what I'm trying to do, like music, or he's an Olympian, if you want to make it to a super high level in sports, you have to work twice as hard as people that come from places where there are more resources and where there are more scouts and things like that. And a lot of times when people are serious about their endeavors, they'll move to a bigger place because it's easier for them. If you move to a bigger school, you have more scouts checking you out, and it's same vibes with music. If you really want to get established, if you want to reach a large platform, you have to just work really hard. So we all have that in common.
I was gonna say, talk a little bit about that. What kind of grit does it take to compete at that level, and then while you're competing and training to compete, to start a business?
As it takes a lot of grit. You've got to be built from a different cloth. Growing up in Jamaica, we never had the luxury of everything. So when I came to the States and I saw everything that everybody else had, I was like, wow, y'all are living in a gold mine. So, I was like, listen, I'm gonna make the best use of all this opportunity. So, I make sure to wake up early in the mornings, and try to be the first one up, the last one out, and I just keep it going each and every day because I know the goals that I've set for myself, and the people that I'm trying to bring with me, and it takes a lot of work, and that's all I'm about: hard work and integrity, trying to be smart, and just trying to get to the next level.
For this is for both of y'all. Both of you guys operate in sort of like unique spaces, right? You operate in hip hop, which is unique in Northwest Arkansas, and then you have like traditional like island cuisine, which is super unique here. Like, how has it been? How has the reception been to your like individual crafts? And then like, what are some of the hurdles that you've experienced in trying to like get your thing off of the ground in an area that's kind of like, I mean, like it's kind of like lacking in those aspects.
So, when I just started out, I use Instagram and Facebook to market that
Yeah.
Island Vibes is coming to town. So on opening day, it was raining like crazy. And I was amazed by the amount of people that showed up. People literally waited in the rain for like 2 hours.
Wow.
There were lines, and I was amazed because I was kind of scared at the amount of food that that was prepared. I was like, wow, we probably gotta throw away like most of this food. We found ourselves cooking like 3 times as people waited.
Wow.
So the reception coming to town was awesome. It was more than I could have ever expected. And since then, it's all about getting it out there more because a lot of people didn't necessarily know about it. So we have events on campus. We had an event on campus on Wednesday, and it was amazing. A lot of people showed up. We gained like 100 and something Instagram followers, and they were just amazed at the food, and they were just like, "We got to check y'all out. This is new. We don't have this in Arkansas," and so I think the reception has been great.
What about you?
I would say my reception has been really good as well.
Yeah.
I'm really big on no matter where I take my craft, I want to be able to convey it in a manner that's digestible for whoever I'm performing it in front of.
Yeah.
So whether I am in Southeast Arkansas, whether I am in Northwest Arkansas, whether I'm in New York, whether I'm in California, it doesn't matter. I always want to be able to bring it to the people and to appeal to whatever audience that I'm in front of at the time. So I would say that my reception here has been really, really good. Not only here, but everywhere that knows me so far.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of love. Real appreciative of that.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that today when we did the concert earlier today. Like, it was a bunch of different, like, all different types of people there. I mean, there was like 65-year-old white folks there, and then like young, like black people, Hispanic people, and like, and they all received you very well. Like, they all could, like, they all connected with you, and like and like the music resonated with them. Talk a little bit about that. How you're able to like be authentic and then still resonate with so many different people.
I think that I can credit that to like my personality. I think that's more of a personality thing. Just being able. I've always been comfortable talking to people. I hear a lot that I am personable, which I don't really agree with because I'm a big introvert. Like, if given the option, like you want to do this, like be around all these people or be in front of all these people, or you want to like go to the crib and chill in your room, I'm gonna pick chill in my room. So
But you're able to still like connect with so many people and like
So I think-
right in and out of it.
yes, I think it's just a personality thing. Just try to respect everybody I come across
Yeah.
and just look them in the eye, say hello, be kind. It's not hard to appeal to people. I don't
Yeah.
feel like it. So yeah.
Has there been any hurdles and trying to get your music out there more and to be in different spaces?
Most definitely, especially since I'm doing everything alone at the moment. I don't have a team, so trying to build my platform in places like Little Rock and places like here and places like home. Navigating through all those different places and having to hop in the car and drive whenever I'm called
Yeah.
because I want to gain more exposure. So yeah, it's hard, but it's also been rewarding and fun at the same time.
What about you? Has there been any difficulty like getting out there and getting the word out about Island
Um,
vibes?
There's been challenges, especially being that I'm a world-class athlete,
Yeah.
training for the Olympics, training for the World Championships. So having the time to do both, sometimes it's really challenging, late nights, early mornings.
Yeah.
But, they have a saying in Jamaica that says, if you want good, your nose have to run. Meaning, if you want good, you gonna have to sweat, type stuff. So those are the only challenges. And I don't necessarily look at it as challenges. I just look at it as hurdles to
Yeah.
get over, which is
No pun intended.
Yeah.
No
it's
pun
ironic
intended.
because I'm a hurdler. So, but yeah.
How comfortable are you talking about like hurdling and like, like just the fact of being an Olympian and competing at that level, like
I'm pretty comfortable
Yeah.
about talking to it. But
Yeah.
if people never ask, they'll never
you
know.
never y'all both have like these like low key vibes when like you're like super talented. I mean like
I think that's humility.
that's what it is. Humility and it fits very well because like when like it feels like you just let your thing speak for itself. You know what I mean? Like I listen to your music and like I mean I told you I was listening to your music all morning and like the way you sound, like the way your bars hit, the way you like what I mean, the way you present yourself musically, and then like when I meet you, you're like you know what I mean, you so
Yeah,
chill, laid
yeah.
back, and like comfortable.
Twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah.
So I'm a little nervous here.
But the music is so good. It shows that you put a lot into that. You know what I mean? And like
Appreciate that.
it's like you put a lot into that. And then the food, like same with you, man. Like the food, like we eat the food and it's like, oh man, this is so good. And you're just like, you get out the car smiling, just like chilling, like you know what I mean? Like just super chill and laid back. Like where does that come from?
I think over the years, just various experiences, it teaches you how to be humble. Especially coming from humble beginnings. As you grow up in the ladder, ain't no reason not to continue being humble.
What about you? Where does that come from?
My answer is pretty much the
The
same.
same.
And life has a way of humbling you. So if
real.
you try to, walk like you did, talk like you did, you just gotta be careful. Don't be
Yeah.
sorry, be careful. Yeah, I think it's always good to view yourself not as low because you need to know who you are, walk in
Right.
your essence, but don't let people play with you. But at the same time, don't be arrogant because life will humble you quickly.
Facts.
Quickly.
Facts.
Dang, that's real. That's real. Okay, so you're getting ready for the World Championships, or
Yes.
what does that look like? What does training for that look like?
It's a lot.
Yeah. What's like a
it's-
typical day for Kemar?
So I'll probably wake up in the mornings at like 7:30, get ready for gym by 8:30. Gym gets done by 10:30, get a couple hours break, and then head back to the track again for second session, which ends at like 4:30.
Wow.
And then after that, you go home, you repeat. You repeat that for an entire year. So it's a process. It doesn't just happen overnight. A lot of people see people running fast, you winning gold medals, you collecting money here and there, but they don't know the work that goes into it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of sacrifices. Your friends, they might want to go partying, they might want to go drinking, and we're young, so we do stuff like that. But you can't. When you're trying to be the best in the world, there's certain sacrifices that you got to make, and that's one of them.
How do you? I mean, you mapped out that schedule. Then where does Island Vibes fit in?
Listen, Island Vibe's gonna get in there somewhere, somehow. So what usually happens is that either before gym or after gym, I'm somewhere at Island Vibes,
Wow.
and then after my second session, I'm pretty much at Island Vibes. So my entire day is booked.
Yeah.
So so Mondays are the only days I have off at Island Vibes, but I still do train on Mondays. So basically, from week in, week out, I'm booked. So I don't necessarily have the time to do this or to do that, but I think it's worth it, because I'm trying to build something I'm trying to build something big.
Yeah. Both of y'all have like like I can tell that there's this like deep, intense focus that like you know what it is that you want, and you're like willing to do whatever to get there. And I'm curious, how did you go about shaping that mentality? Because I mean I'm from the South Side of Chicago, and like I have that as well. But like I grew up around a lot of folks that didn't have that. You know what I mean? That like you had to like in a lot of ways like separate yourself from the folks that didn't have that mentality, and that can be hard sometimes. You know what I mean? So talk to me a little bit about like what you do to like reinforce that mentality and to shape that mentality and to keep going. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. For me, it's pen and paper. If I write something down, it's bound to happen. It's just a matter of when. And I speak this confidently because it's something that I've experienced over the years. So, I feel confident in saying that. So coming here to college, so that I was going to get my degree, so that I was going to open a restaurant, so that I was going to be a professional athlete. And, it's all manifestation. All of it has happened so far. And so, I'm just waiting for everything else to happen.
That's real.
I'm really big on writing things down too. I'm a writer before anything. Like, I have always been a literary nerd. Love to read, love to write. Big on writing things down too. I think when you make a thought, when you can see the thoughts, I think that helps you. I also, this is gonna sound really cliche, but I also really think it starts at home too. The people, like my parents were really encouraging growing up. Like maybe not necessarily in agreement with what I wanted to do, but always like instilled in me from a small child that you could do anything you put your mind to. Like if you focus enough, I like focus, faith, and fortitude. If you have those three things, you can accomplish any goal that you set forth for yourself. So yes.
Well, dang. Thank you so much. I got one last question for both of y'all. What's coming up next for y'all?
So for me, I really want to release more music before this year ends. I also have visual ideas, something I haven't produced yet, so I'm excited about that. I don't want to tell you exactly what it is, but
Okay.
it's a type of visual I've never done before, and it's going to be like creatively directed by myself. I'm excited to do that.
Okay.
Also, I really want to get more comfortable performing in front of people. So hopefully, I've been being reached out to by lots of people, and like yourself, and asking me to perform. I'm really happy about that. Want to continue to do that. Continue to gain more exposure. Just keep pushing this thing forward. See how fast it'll go.
Yeah. Facts.
For me, I have the World Championships coming up early next year, so I'll continue preparing for that. And as far as for Island Vibes, it's just for everybody to catch the vibe and just come on vibe with us and just to expand. Basically, to get Island Vibes all over Arkansas, I want it to be a place where people could actually come and feel like they're in Jamaica.
Perfect, man. Well, thank you again. Thanks for tuning in. This is KUAF's The Lunch Hour, brought to you by Georgia's Majestic Lounge Happy Hour. Again, I have Avian, Aaliyah, and Kemar from Island Vibes. Thank y'all so much. And we're out.
You're welcome.